What is going on, family? We are back getting into some requests today, and today we are getting into a request from our good friend H-Tan. Definitely want to appreciate them for being a Patreon member of the channel. Today they got us checking out Paolo. Oh my god, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at pronunciation. I'm terrible about names. Paolo Nutini. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am terrible about these things. The Iron Sky Abbey Road live session. This is a brand new artist to me. I have never heard anything from this artist before, so I'm very excited to get in to check out something new today. So definitely want to appreciate H-Tan again for the request, and let's go ahead and check it out.
We are proud individuals living for the city, but the flame couldn't go much higher. We find God and religions to paint us with salvation, but no one, nobody can give you the power to rise over love, over hate. Through this iron sky, this fast to becoming all mine. Over fear and into freedom. Oh, that light left dripping down the wall of a dream that cannot breathe in its harsh reality. Mass confusion, spoon-fed to the blind, serves now to define our cold society from which we'll rise. Over love, over hate. Through this iron sky, this fast becoming all mine. Over fear and into freedom. Oh, you just got to hold on. You just got to hold on.
Ah, beautiful.
To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us use this power, let us all unite.
And we'll rise over love and over hate. Through this iron sky that's fast becoming all mine. Over fear
Wow. Oh my god. Okay. It's definitely going to be a subscribe and a thumbs up. I know this says it's from 11 years ago, so I'm definitely late to the party with this. Absolutely. Let's see, they do not have the lyrics up in here, so we're going to look them up. This is one of those times where I feel like that there was like no place to pause in that, right? Where I was like, man, like this, everything about this is, like I said, it was. I do a lot of reactions, and you never really know what kind of music you're really gonna hit. And then there's stuff like this where it's such of a different vibe when it hits like your soul this way, where there is like a message in the song. There is just like the location of the video, like them doing it at this legendary recording studio, the sounds and the acoustics in there, the way that this, like, everything about this performance just hits you is just different. It's just different, and it's hard to really describe really like that difference, that, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like, you either kind of understand what I'm saying or you don't. And like this is like one of those times where it just is. So I'm like, it was almost impossible to pause, because I'm like, what am I going to say in the middle of this? What am I going to say in the middle of this entire thing? Because I'm like, we got to listen to the entire thing. So it was hard to find any place to pause in this entire video. So we're going to go out through these lyrics, because like I said, I feel like there was so much to talk about, but there was like so many things that were being said. We're just thinking like a million different things. We're going to start from the top. We are proud individuals living for the city, but the flames couldn't go much higher. We find God and religions to bait us with salvation, but nobody can give you the power to rise over love, over hate, through this iron sky that's fast becoming our mind, our fear and into freedom. All that life let dripping down the walls of a dream that cannot breathe. Jesus. In this harsh reality, mass confusion spoon-fed to the blind serves now to define our cold society, from which we rise over love, over hate, through this iron sky that's fast becoming our mind, over fear and into freedom. You've just got to hold on. You've just got to hold on. To those who can hear me. Okay, this was the little spoken word part, right? The part with the speech in it or something like that. To those that can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us, but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power that they took from the people will return to the people, and as long as men die, liberty will never perish. Don't blame yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us use that power. Let us all unite. Then it goes back into the song, and we rise and we rise and we rise. To me, I instantly think about the fact that this song came out in 2014. So that was 11 years ago. And the fact that the same kind of conversation can apply to today, and if we're having that conversation then and we're having it today, how much progress have we really made in 11 years time frame as a society? Where I would say today, for sure, the comments about the machine men with machine minds and machine hearts, the idea of the sacrifice for the self-benefit, for me, the machine men with machine minds and machine hearts, where it's like, if all you care about is getting X, right, whether that be power, success with financial success, whatever it is, right? You know, apply that to any scale of the human demographic that way, where no matter when it comes to achieving your goals aren't the only thing that's important in life. I think it also is really important of how you achieve them. If your goal is to get, again, X thing, X financial success, that's not a bad thing. But what you do in order to obtain that and achieve that, that does matter. And when I think about like that machine minds, machine men with machine hearts, it's the kind of people that, again, it's almost like very militaresque, right? Where it's like you have to take about all the emotion kind of out of it in order to obtain certain things. You end up like just plowing through motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like you don't care how it affects anything. How, like what lives you touch and how you might affect them in any kind of way. And again, like, you know, we could equivalent this to basically the us with us down here as everyday people, or as like the people that are like running, like, you know, our societies, you know, our nation's leaders and things like that, right? I think it's important to remember that sometimes the how we achieve the goal is important. And I think it ties into so many bigger conversations for me with this. You know, it ties into the idea of are we just here to work? You know what I mean? Like, we spend so many hours of our lives and we spend the most time of our lives typically, you know, the two things most people are typically doing, you're either sleeping or working. This is the most time that you're basically doing in your life. Is that really like what we wanted to be here on this planet for? To be working more than we were just enjoying life? And again, like, you know, it's not a bad thing to have goals and to want to obtain and reach those things, but money and those things aren't the only important things. And it's hard to remember that sometimes when you're just like struggling from day to day, you know, because money is important. It's a part of all of our lives this way, where we have made it something where we need it in order to get things to survive. When we have all the resources and the ability to basically be able to take care of all of humanity this way, but why do we charge people for water? Every human being on this entire planet needs it, but yet, like, you know, when did we come up? I find it fascinating that even within my own country, that when you go to certain parts of the country where it's typically a lot warmer, the price of water is a lot less, and a lot more people are just giving it to you because you really need it. It's hot outside and everybody's going through the same thing. They're not looking to basically maximize profit off of you, off of something that we all need this way. But it's little things like that where it's like, you know, if we even started with a simple thing of that, as just even as a human race decided that we were no longer going to charge people for water, we can't even do something like that right now. You tie that into like the idea of rising and all that, is, you know, we, I think, as you know, depending on where you live in the world, you know, a lot of people have, you know, succumbed to the idea within those societies that work is more important. If you want things, work harder. You know what I mean? And it's like, there's a lot of truth to that at the same time. But at the same time, to what extent is that? You know, people are working countless hours to just be able to survive and hit their basic needs met. You know, it shouldn't really be that way. You know what I mean? Because everybody wants to rope the idea into that people are not working hard because it's why they don't have things. I think there's a lot of people out there are working really hard to try to have just something. You know what I mean? And the counterbalance of like how many people are basically having to work 2-3 jobs just to be able to try to survive and take care of their families this way, that balance of that is just, it's off. It's off. I think that's all I got, guys. Like I said, I could probably go on and just invent and talk about this for fucking 45 straight minutes, but I don't think you necessarily came to hear all that. So this was the reaction that I got, though. So definitely want to appreciate H-Tan again for the request on this one. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.